what you got to play. Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing.
What is going on, movie lovers? We are back and we're going to be reviewing another movie today. We are going to finally be reviewing Deep Blue Sea 2. Yes, Deep Blue Sea 2. So before I get into it, this is a warning. I'm going to go through most of the story as well as give it my overall rating, my normal. You guys know how this goes, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. Again, you have been warned. Guys, I'm just going to say right off, if you're wanting to see a different kind of Deep Blue Sea movie, it's not exactly the best kind of movie out there. There was only 3 different things with this movie that was different: the cast, the sharks, and the experiment. And basically what it was this time, it was bull sharks, and they were pretty much getting experimented on. The one that was the leader of the scientific group, he was doing the exact same thing. He was wanting to take experiments onto sharks that made them smarter, and then also put it into humans later on. So he gathered different ones from across the world that were scientists, that were shark experts, and other experts on different research to collaborate and bring them to this facility. And when that happens, of course, one of the sharks overhears what the leader wants to do to them. After, if this succeeds, he wants to exterminate them. So that's when the sharks rebel. And the main shark in this whole movie, she was pregnant because the female that is the protagonist of the story, she informs the entire cast that the shark is pregnant. She knows about sharks since she was 7 years old. And she even says that this is wrong to do to sharks since they are bull sharks. They are one of the most fiercest sharks out there other than great whites. And they think that they're completely protected. But then when everything goes to hell, the shark does give birth, and then they have to worry about baby sharks as well. So the entire movie was pretty much the exact same kind of way that the first story went. I don't want to give you guys the full story of it because it was pretty much just like the first one. The baby sharks did most of the killing. The mama shark did like 2 kills in the movie, and they basically destroy the sharks at the end. But at the end of the movie, you pretty much see the sharks somehow survived, and they go into wherever it is at the end of the movie. So it's pretty much like a no-brainer because this movie felt so bland and felt like they were trying too hard for the first one. Now, I'm not giving crap to the actors at all. They did a great job. It was just the story. The story was like it was too close to the very first one. And I know that Deep Blue Sea, if you guys are fans of it, because I love Deep Blue Sea, I saw it a million times growing up, that it was about how to get experiments on them and increase their brain activity so they could find a cure for cancer. And this one was pretty much the opposite. They were doing that to increase scientific brain waves to make humans smarter and make them more intelligent. And that's what this guy was wanting. And he was just out of his mind. He just was trying so hard to make these sharks he made them into killing machines, just like in the very first movie. And the one character that was in this movie, I don't know. I just want to feel like he was too much of like a Thomas Jane. Like he was trying to be too much like Thomas Jane's character in the movie. And I wasn't really feeling that at all either. It was just pretty much feeling like that, oh, well, he's trying to be like Thomas Jane. It's really what it felt like. And all these, it's not like they were bad actors. I'm not saying they were bad actors because they weren't. These were just crazy characters and a crazy story that I didn't particularly care for. I didn't really care for this movie very much. It just kind of felt like it was a remake. It just really felt like it was a remake of the first movie. The first movie did have Thomas Jane, had LL Cool J, had Samuel L. Jackson, and it was a good movie. And they pretty much did almost the same thing. One of the characters got his head bitten off by the shark. One of the characters got killed in the the very first part of the movie, and it felt so like you're just like, I was just sitting there. And I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Am I watching Deep Blue Sea 1? It was really what it felt like. and it just got really annoying when I was expecting so much more. Like I was expecting a lot more depth into the story. I was expecting something different with the sharks. I was expecting maybe like a continuation of this character that they were trying to put on us, of saying that, oh, this is what this character was trying to do in the very first movie, and her work went on to inspire others, or whatever. But it wasn't like that at all. It was just like they were pretty much just doing almost the same thing, just different research, different sharks. So I really got to give this movie a 1 out of 10. Now that is pretty much something that I barely ever do with something I was so excited to see. And again, the story was so bland. The characters were kind of just bland, and it was a horrible script, I think. And I don't blame the cast or anything else. And I know some people may say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, dude." Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You may say, some people may say this is the best movie that's ever for a shark movie, or some may say, "Oh no, it's not." But there's some shark movies that are good, and there's some shark movies that suck, and this sucked, out of my opinion. And it's a good. It since it's pretty much already went to DVD, that kind of tells you. But it's one of those things where when you watch it once, it's like, and I'll watch it maybe 2, 3 more times. It's not like I'm gonna watch this all the time. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my whole review of Deep Blue Sea 2. I didn't want to give you guys too much of the story because, again, it pretty much just felt like the first one. If you guys want to watch it, go ahead and check it out. It's online. That's how I watched it. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider about subscribing as well. Let me know if you watched the movie. Let me know if you're going to watch the movie. Again, this was spoiler review, so, a little late since I've already told you guys what happens. But it wasn't that bad of a movie, but it really sucked in my opinion, and I thought they could have done a lot better. So we may get a third one with the way the ending was, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, and links down the description below. If you're new to the channel, consider about subscribing, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.